Let's go, baby. Big time W in the nation's capital as we advance from 6-2 to 7-2 and hand the Commanders their third L of the season. First and foremost, shout out to the Commanders fans and Washington Commanders players themselves. They made this an incredible game. It was down to the wire and it lived up to what the records looked like on the ticket. Whole lot of people talking about maybe the Commanders ain't legit. People talk about maybe Pittsburgh ain't legit. And we lived up to it and it was a heavyweight fight. So kudos to you guys. Now, let me just first say this about the Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Third time this season, we've taken over an opposing team's stadium.
Coach Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So big shout out to every single Steeler fan who was there in attendance in the nation's capital. As it pertains to the game, yet another magnificent day on offense. It was a little rough. Russell Wilson didn't have 200 yards passing today. 3 touchdowns, though. We got the job done. He threw his very first interception as a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers, but we were able to bounce back. Welcome to the team, Mike Williams. We needed a touchdown desperately late there down the stretch, and you came through 32, 33 yards, whatever the case was. Your very first snap on the field was a score, game-winning score. Somebody hand that brother a game ball and also a place to live. I'm pretty sure he's somewhere in an Airbnb or he couch surfing, but we ain't talking about that right now. On the ground, over 140 yards total. We ran the football 43 times. We didn't have a single person go over 100 yards. Unfortunately for Najee Harris, snapped that 3 consecutive games with 100 yards. We did not get to the 4th, but we got the W, and that's what we're here to talk about. Jaylen Warren ran incredibly hard. Don't hang your head regarding that fumble at the 1-yard line, because if it was not the Pittsburgh Steelers, you know they would have called the play dead at maybe the 2 or 3 yard line. But because we run hard, they probably gonna give us a little bit extra time to see if we can make something of the play. So I'm not going to sit here tripping over that particular turnover. I will say this much. Offensively, we looked all right. Commanders gave us a challenge. There were a lot of different times in which Russell Wilson was trying to find somebody, could not find them. George Pickens made big-time plays when we needed him to go and make plays. I was a little concerned on that quick, screen that I believe it should have been a run play where he caught the ball and, stuck it out like this man is playing basketball. Sir, we're not over here palming the damn football. That's how you fumbled the damn ball in the past. Let's protect the doggone football, please. We don't need any scares, but you already know when we're watching Pittsburgh Steelers games, it's going to be a heart attack one way or another. Defensively, I loved the penetration we were able to get up front. Cameron Hayward had 2 sacks today. Old man still got it. Still performing as a top defensive interior lineman in the league, and you better give that man his respect. He's fully healthy, and he's playing very good football. As for Alex Highsmith, I would hope with the ankle sprain, it's nothing particularly too serious to where he can make it back in a timely manner. At first, I thought it was something incredibly scary, but if it's just an ankle sprain, he will be all right. TJ Watt didn't have anything on the stat line that would jump out to the populace, but he made plays and timely quarterback hits and pressures down the stretch to put us in the position to win. I will say this about our secondary. Dante Jackson, Joey Porter Jr., hell, even Minka Fitzpatrick. We got to do better in coverage. We got to do way better in coverage. Granted, scary Terry McLaurin's going to make plays. He's amongst the best wide receivers in the league. But my God, how many times do we find ourselves holding? We're making mental lapses, broken, busted coverages here and there. You got guys running right by people. What are we doing? It's absolutely ludicrous. Get it together in the secondary. We got to be able to guard, keep everything in front of us, and stop getting laundry thrown on the field. Our linebackers played a magnificent game today. Overall, defensively, we took care of business. We were able to, quell their run game. Obviously, they didn't have Robinson back there, but that damn Yalato, Austin Eckler, scored a couple of touchdowns today, but he did not have a magnificent day. I thought he was going to break away on a couple of returns on special teams, but we took care of business. And lastly, let me address the special teams. Yet another game, we make a big play. Pierre should have caught that damn fake punt. There is no excuse as to why we run that fake punt and you absolutely fail. Everybody's up in arms about why the hell would we run a damn fake punt from our own 15, 18, 20, wherever the hell it was on our side of the field. Why would you run that play? It's absolutely stupid, but when executed right, you look like a genius, and it was supposed to be executed right, but for whatever reason, Mans tried to run before he secured the football. This ain't about you. It's about the doggone conversion. Look the ball in, make sure you secure it, and then you turn around and run. Fundamentals, okay? Now we can't catch people off guard because they're going to be expecting some crazy shit like that at one point down the line. But we were able to survive. Why? Because down the line we made Zacchaeus get so afraid of fielding the doggone punt, the football teabagged him right off the goddamn face mask. How does that feel? We got ourselves in position to go score a touchdown, and indeed we did. Pat Frymu found the end zone one way or another. This was a big time win. And again, offensive line, no crazy flags here and there. We had maybe, I think it was an illegal shift, and I think maybe we had one false start. For the most part, 5 penalties. I don't even think we passed 50 total yards. This was a big-time game, and really a big-time test. Even though it's a rookie quarterback, it's Dan Quinn on the other sideline. He's still a very good coach. Although we could all remember what happened when he was over there with Atlanta, and then furthermore when he was over there coaching in Dallas, but one way or another, this is a good football team we just beat. And do not let anybody tell you otherwise. And now the showdown is set for next week, when we take on the Baltimore Ravens for sole possession of first place in the division. And remember, this is truly the second half from hell. Every single team on the damn schedule is going to be incredibly tough. I don't care about Cleveland's record. I don't care about Cincinnati's record. When it comes to AFC North football, it's going to be a battle. And we've got nothing but heavyweight battles for the remainder of the season. So let's not have heart attacks like we had today, but play with the same kind of intensity and the will to win as we had down the stretch. This was a hell of a victory. Take time to really celebrate this. Hell, celebrate this into Monday, but we back to work on Tuesday. Hell, I think they're going to go onto the field on Wednesday. Whatever the case just so happens to be, we got ourselves a W, and we going into Veterans Day smiling like a motherfucker. Everybody get your hands up in here. Steelers on 3, win on 6. 1, 2, 3, Steelers. 4, 5, 6, win. Let's go, baby. 7-2. 7-2. That's 4 straight wins. Let's make it 5 next week. All these knockout commentaries had me thinking, why don't I knock someone out myself? So I came up with Knockdown Tea, guaranteed to help you sleep longer, sleep better, relax, and restore. Passion fruit flavored, so you know it's good. Simply take it 30 minutes to an hour before you go to sleep, and our slogan is 1 cup down for the count, 2 cups, throw in the towel. So make sure you click the link in my description. Head over to knockdowntea.com and grab your first pack today. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button on the way out if you haven't already. And on top of that, hit that notification bell as well. For whatever reason, YouTube's only showing my videos to 20% of my subscribers. So if you have already turned on the notification bell, turn it off, turn it back on. If you never turn it on, turn it on. I appreciate you.